Okay, we've got a very different sort of video for you today. This is a bonus video in between my normal ones, and it's been put together by my friend Nick, who was visiting us on Taliho along with my other friend Joe while we were sailing through the Sea of Cortez. Now we are of course in the middle of a big journey, and there is a time pressure because we're trying to get back for the 2027 Fastnet race 100 years after this boat won it, and we're trying to get through the tropics before the next hurricane season. But Nick thought it would be fun to show a glimpse of life as a visitor on Taliho, a bit of behind the scenes, a bit of the stuff that I usually don't get on camera, and so he very kindly put this video together. Now Nick also has a YouTube channel, and he also has a wooden boat. Nick is in the middle of a big refit, doing a lot of work to his wooden boat Argonaut 2. It's a really interesting project, it's a really cool boat, so check out his channel and support that project if you can, and I really hope you enjoyed this bonus video. Thanks Nick.
Hi, my name's Leo, and I'm a boat builder and a sailor.
Here it is. We don't know who that guy is.
My name's Nicholas.
My name's Joe.
And I'm a friend of Leo's from the Pacific Northwest.
And I'm a friend of Leo's from back home in the UK.
And this week, Leo and Mart invited us to come aboard with them
and sail the Sea of Cortez.
And for fun, we're doing a Taliho takeover video,
which shows you what life is like aboard Taliho as a guest. It's gonna be good.
Our journey begins in southern Baja, California, in a town called Laredo. It was there that I swapped places with Mart's friend May, and the following day we hopped to a nearby anchorage to enjoy a pretty sunset and get away from the city.
Like Jurassic Park, right? Na 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 na.
What do you see out there?
Fish. Many fish. They're gone now, you wouldn't see them.
There were actually a lot of fish that evening, and we also discovered that Leo has never seen the movie Top Gun, and so we had a very fun movie night up on deck, where we set up a little tally home theater, and we sat back and enjoyed one of Tom Cruise's finest.
Wow.
It's like...
Jesus, guys. Go. Where'd you go?
The next couple of days, we island hopped on our way down to La Paz, which didn't have very much wind, but did have quite a few bugs.
No, we're riddled with bugs. There are a lot of bugs here, but Marat has a solution, which is this attractive number. I'll be living in here until we leave this anchorage. Look at that, what a view. Cafe!
Mango raspberry smoothie? Anybody?
Alright.
Don't forget your custard.
The true secret to driving Taliho is right here. Now, it's not all fun and games on Taliho, and in fact, there's quite a bit of maintenance and daily chores in the routine that Leo has tasked us with to help him keep this boat in tip-top shape.
Proof that I do work around here. I am washing the filter for the water maker. I keep losing my place. I think I'm here. Started here. Got a way to go yet.
What you doing now?
Sanding in my pants. Previous job you filmed me doing when I was washing the filter.
Yes.
My shorts got all wet, so I have to take them off.
So what are you doing now?
Taking out the garbage. Glamour just never stops.
Today Leo's tasked us with changing the oil. We were hanging out and having too much fun, so we gotta do some chores now.
We're about to get oil all over the boat.
Alright, it is this valve.
You sound very confident, that's the main thing. We know exactly which knobs and valves we're touching on Leo's boat.
Look at this, look how easy this is. Drip so far, 0.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Taliho Engineering Department.
A little bit of time.
Nic and Joe Squeaky Clean Oil Change Company. And what's the tagline? Like oil changes in a brave way. Here he is. He's making eggs again. Hi Leo.
Hello.
Is this still a 0 drip operation?
Well, 0 drips on Taliho.
Fantastic work. I'm sure there'll be a large cash bonus in that for us.
What are we charging here?
We charged by the mill. A couple gallons of boat blood right there.
Next trick that Leo taught me was punching a hole in the filter itself to drain the filter.
It sounds like this is going to get oil everywhere.
It's even more stressful when Leo's standing over your shoulder, inspecting your work.
Eating egg tacos.
Ready?
Got a shorter punch if you want.
There it goes.
It's going? Oh, there
Yeah,
it
see?
is.
Alright, I'm just gonna leave this here for a few minutes.
We'll be right back.
We're getting there.
It's turned into a two-person operation.
It's a two-person operation.
It was a two-person operation, and then it turned into a one-person operation. And now it's turned back into a two-person operation.
That should be it.
I made this.
One thing that Leo tasked us with was making a series of things called baggy wrinkles, which was something to keep us occupied while we were standing watch, and also something we pondered about during most of the trip. Hey Joe! What is a baggy wrinkle, you might ask?
Baggy winkle is what happens when a normal winkle reaches about 65.
I think a baggy winkle's potentially a hair loss solution.
What are you saying?
Don't you think you'd look good in blonde?
This could be it. They got in Mexico. One thing about baggy winkles is they cause a bit of a mess. The little winkle threads, I like to call them,
Yep.
they go everywhere. Little baggy winkle fashion show.
Who wore it better?
Get a back scratcher.
What happens if you don't do your chores?
You get winkling. Leo's gonna come out and give you a winkling. They're not even called winkle, they're called baggy wrinkles. Saying it wrong the whole time.
YouTube, what do you think a baggy winkle is?
Leave it in the comments.
Leave it in the comments.
It's kind of therapeutic.
It is
You
therapeutic.
get into the zone with it, you
Yeah.
can just winkle away.
We made our way down to a cove in San Evaristo and were able to put up the sails for the first time because up to this point the seas were dead calm and we opted to motor to continue on with our itinerary.
On today's episode of Nic and Joe Go Sailing.
Sun Hat Brothers. Oh, first time seeing the sails up on Taliho. Very excited. Don't know what the hell I'm doing. Just happy to be here. We learned how to tie a clue knot.
That's right.
We learned how to
Cleat
tie
knot.
a cleat knot.
Yeah.
How to tie a bowline.
Yep.
We ran the sheets for the jib
Yep.
and the staysail.
Yep.
All right, yeah. That's pretty much it.
What you doing?
Well, the belt of the hybrid drive snapped, which was a little surprising, but not that surprising to me, because we used it a lot in the last year and a half, and it's under a lot of load, and we had to reduce the diameter of a couple of these wheels that it rides on when we had the gearbox issue and changed the prop size. So it goes on some quite tight radiuses, subject to a lot of heat, etc. I have a replacement on here that's already led around the prop shaft, so all I need to do is clean it up, cut a few cable ties, and I should be able to put it on pretty easily. Yeah, I know it's awful. We had to sail so I could fix this without the engine on. And you know how much I hate sailing it.
Well, we lost Joe to a nap. We have a light 8 to 12 knot breeze as we sail south to Isla Partida, where we're gonna sit for a nice little evening dinner, do some snorkeling.
And for tonight's Taliho Galley takeover, we're gonna make tacos al pastor.
Chef Joe, we're gonna call this a segment Galley Ho. Let's cook some tacos.
This is achiote paste, which is the secret to the marinade. Gives it a really great red color. Do I hear people on board?
Well, either it's Pirates or it's Leo. We're doing the cooking show.
Welcome to the Galley Ho.
Okay. Okay.
Next up in the Tali Galley, we are making a salsa verde, and we are using some tomatillo, lime, onion, cilantro.
that looks delicious. Marinade. Those tiny limes.
I know.
They're so cute. We've got tacos al pastor with grilled fried pineapple with a gallo. It's also verde. Papas fritos.
Totopos.
Totopos.
This looks so good. Oh my goodness. Today I woke up, Leah made me oatmeal, it's very tasty. Went for a snorkel, got attacked by a jellyfish in several different places. It was unpleasant.
Did you guys like sailing?
Yeah, I really liked it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this week it's been crazy for first. I snorkeled my first coral reef, ate my first bunch of different Mexican foods, and they were all delicious. First Zoom interview on a boat, which was successful.
I gave my first haircut to somebody other than myself.
Yes, I received my first haircut on a beach
Before the job interview.
Before the job interview. As you can see, pretty sharp. Been loads of firsts. It's been great. All kinds of things. First time seeing Loretto.
First time emptying a black tank.
Yeah. First and second time emptying a black tank. A lot of pumping. Another thing that happened this week is I dropped a ton of stuff over the side of the boat. In this little bay across from us, this is where I dropped the very precious spatula, just as we were pulling up the anchor. So we were moving, the spatula's at the bottom of the ocean, we were about to get underway. It was a stressful situation. Leo remained calm, although somewhat terse. Another thing about Leo is he's been learning to free dive lately. He's into free diving, and I have been just chucking things into the ocean for him to retrieve. The snorkel at least twice, the spatula, a fork, which I didn't tell you about, but a fork did go in.
What?
Today, I dropped a boiled egg in now. I was peeling over the side.
Where did the fork go in?
Oh, ages ago. The lid of one of your jars got dropped over the side. Sea of Cortez is littered with my possessions.
What are we having this morning, Joe?
We're having chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles. Made with leftover tortillas.
They are delicious. This sauce, this red sauce here, is real good. It has a little bit of guac and an egg on top. Bangs, it's great. It's delicious. And it's crisp for breakfast. Yeah. What more could you want?
Totopos. Do you guys want a sneak peek of last week's video? We pulled into La Paz for a couple days to restock on provisions and run a few errands. And while we were ashore, we were treated with a parade celebrating Revolution Day. Following morning, we began a 330-mile overnight passage to a remote island off the mainland of Mexico, and it was Joe and I's first long passage aboard Taliho. Captain's log, watch number 1. We just departed La Paz behind us. There are these beautiful bays and beaches, and there's not quite enough wind yet to go sailing, so we'll be motoring for a while. La Paz was a ton of fun. Really looking forward to our next destination, Isla Isabel.
I've just finished the first watch out of La Paz. It was very uneventful, but it was nice to be underway. Feels good to be going somewhere. Lunch is being cooked. Morale is high.
A little slower on the peak. And while we're underway, Marit just made a bunch of slow-cooked pulled chicken, put into some extra mole sauce that we had left over, and made some underway tacos. As a group, we went over man overboard procedures and safety equipment on board.
Man overboard, drill! Check if we've got any lines in the water.
The drills were a really important thing to do, and then the rest of the evening was just perfect sailing.
What a meal. Meat and 2 veg.
Meat and 2 veg.
Underway on Taliho.
4 a.m. at the very tail end of what is called the dog watch. Quiet evening, not a lot of wind. We've been motoring for about 8 hours now, and it's about time for me to go to sleep, and Marit is going to take over the watch for me. Not very eventful. Leo is actually up with me most of the time, just editing his video to get it up for tomorrow morning. Nothing much to report except for quite a few shooting stars. I've been seeing a shooting star every 10 or 15 minutes or so. See you in the next update. Today has been a day of dolphins. We have had 3 or 4 visits from different groups of dolphins. We saw a lone sea lion out there, some occasional flying fish, birds, and the only other excitement is we've been watching this large container ship off to our portside bow coming across. Nothing to see but horizon. It's my first time this far away from land where I can't see it in any direction. We were in about 9,000 feet of water earlier this afternoon, which is pretty cool. Wind should pick up this evening. Looking forward to shutting the engine off and going under sail again.
Lunch is served.
What you got?
Sopes, corn things with chicken on them.
Where's mine?
Coming.
In the morning of our 3rd day, we were just a few miles out from our destination when we began to receive visits from so many birds.
They're showing off. It's frigid Top Gun.
Right now we're on an island off the mainland of Mexico, which is home to several species of birds that are nesting here in like the thousands, tens of thousands.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
They're all around us right now.
Blue-footed booby and frigate. As we hike along this trail, it's just totally covered in nesting birds. And then here's some rare species right here.
Rare local wildlife is intended.
That evening, the wind calmed down, but the sea state did not, and so during a watch change, we shook out a reef to get more sail area up in an effort to stabilize the boat a little bit. Overnight, we could see cruise ships going in and out of Puerto Vallarta, and in the morning, we were just able to see land, and who greeted us but several groups of humpback whales.
Hey!
So Joe and I are pretty good friends with Leo, and we thought it'd be fun to take a different angle of one of his videos to show what it's like to be a guest aboard Taliho and do it through the lens of how Joe and I experienced it. We are so grateful for being invited aboard for these past couple weeks, and it was a ton of fun doing chores and snorkeling and sailing the boat and seeing it underway. And this is, I know, a little bit different than Leo's normal videos, but this time around I think it'd be a great way to see what it's like to join Leo and Marit on part of their voyage as they make their way to England. So.
Well, it's been so fun having both you guys. I love both you guys so much, and I still love you after spending weeks at sea with you.
Wow.
So that's a pretty good sign.
That is a pretty good sign.
You guys have been so helpful, so just great to have on board, and just like, it's been a great vibe, it's been a great crew. I typically end every video by saying thank you to our audience who have made this whole thing possible.
Big
Thanks,
thanks to the audience, and a big thank you to you for a really great trip.
See you next time.
Taliho out.
Taliho out.